What's going on, my people? Today we're going to talk about a couple of Microtech knives. I'm just going to do a quick overview of both of them. First, make sure you check out DNKKnives.com. Great little website. If you do purchase something there, you can use this coupon code behind the edge 10 to get 10% off. Mr. Don Farmer, who is the owner of the company, is very, very good to the community and good to this channel. He also has a YouTube channel that's also called DNK Knives. If you go to the website, make sure you sign up for the email notifications as well. I'd like to thank my patrons, members, viewers, subscribers. Thank everybody for supporting the channel. If you'd like to support the channel, there is a link to Patreon in the description, or you can just join the membership below. Very much appreciated, guys, and that is the only thing that keeps the channel going. All right, got through that in 1 minute exactly. Two different, very different Microtechs. One is a out the front automatic. One is a flipper folder. One is made in the United States of America, and the other one is not. It's made in China. We're going to talk about both of them, the kind of differences in the quality, the craftsmanship, all that good stuff. First, we're going to start off with the folder, which is this guy. This is the Matrix. It is made in collaboration with Reackon Knives, who OEM'd it. M390 blade, titanium frame lock with carbon fiber overlays, big robust hardware. M390 blade, like I said, which is what they always do. Titanium milled pocket clip with the doodly ball on there for going in and out of the pocket. Big giant backspacer. Glass breaker on the end. I used to own an American Marfion Custom Matrix. It was much different than this. Similar in profile and all that, but it weighed next to nothing. The whole body was carbon fiber except for the subframe lock. The American ones are subframe locks, which means this locking system was screwed into the body. This is part of the body, so that's the difference there. It does have the lock bar stabilizer / insert. It is flipper and hold deployment. So pretty cool. It's available in full serrated like this, plain edge, and partial serrated. I am not a serration kind of guy, but if I have a knife with serrations on it, I prefer the full serrations. Either way, I would not purchase a serrated knife on purpose. I don't think. I think the only one I've ever had that I enjoyed was a out the front that was full serrated. They have their place, but they're just not for me. This knife is on bearings. It is quite heavy, and it is made really well. Like I said, the hardware is nice and robust. Tried and true frame lock, you just can't beat them. It is absolutely my favorite. Deployment, the flipper is okay. Not the greatest. The detent's a little stiff for it, but the reverse flick is fantastic. You can slow roll it, but you can't really thumb deploy it quickly, very easily. The action feels a little, I don't know, because it's really new, and it's actually brand new. I haven't carried it or anything like that because it does not belong to me, but action's okay, but it feels like it needs some breaking in. In my opinion, this glass breaker is just not big enough. They should have made it like much bigger. Obviously, that was a joke. So it's an aesthetic that Anthony Marfion likes, and a lot of other people like it. But to me, this big spike glass breaker back here is a little much. You can remove it and just find something that screws into there to hold the pocket clip. The pocket clip can be reversed to the left-hand carry, which is cool. The carbon fiber is just your standard twill stuff that's, run-of-the-mill, but looks nice. I don't see any voids at all in it. overall, the knife is made really well. It is $450 for a Chinese-made knife. In my opinion, that's a little steep. Another Chinese-made knife that is quite good is less than 400. So let's say 350. I believe these were. Same materials except for the carbon fiber, also M390, made by Reackon, which is arguably better than Reich, but that's an argument for another time. I think 450 is a little out of line on the price. It is made very well. It is a very capable knife. It is big, which I love. I love the size on it. I think they missed the mark with not putting a forward choil here, because it would have been an ergonomic masterpiece if they would have. But the original doesn't have it, so I'm guessing they were just trying to stay true to the original. The bead blast on here is a bad idea on the blade. It's just going to invite rust to get on the blade. So they should have just did a different finish, but that's, you know, what they did. So overall, Chinese-made folder, same materials as everybody else is doing. The price is a little out of hand, but otherwise, it's a cool knife. It is really cool. I love the aesthetic of it. The blade geometry is a little thick, but on a knife like this, you're not looking to slice paper towels with it anyway. So that's this one. The next one is a USA made out the front. This is called the Cypher 2. This is part of their new line of out the fronts. They don't have any body screws. You open it 100% just using this T25 back here. And what I mean by opening, it really opens. It's wild. There is a disassembly video at CBRX YouTube channel. He disassembles it and shows the inside. Very, very streamlined in there now. They did a really good job minimizing the amount of parts that are needed inside of one of these. They did a great job. So the action right out the gate, because it's what most people think about on the most important thing for out the front. They want to know about the action. It is spongy. It's okay. It doesn't feel cheap. It feels okay. It is pretty quick. Just feels a little bit spongy, but not in a bad way, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. It's just spongy. The blade, though, is very atypical of a Microtech. The blade stock is still good thickness, but for some reason on this one, they actually ground it thin. This knife actually cuts. And most Microtech out the fronts, to be completely honest, don't cut worth a shit. This one cuts very, very well. All the way from the back to the front. It cuts very well, which is not something that you typically see out of and out the front, especially from Microtech. They're usually thick, terrible geometry, all that good stuff. It is in the M390 MK, and although this one has not been tested, I did test some M390 MK, which is this one, and it came back to 62 on the Rockwell, which is exactly what you want to see. So I do not see any reason why this one would be drastically different or super soft. It does have the to me, iconic apocalyptic finish. This is one of my favorite finishes on any blade ever. It's gorgeous. It hides use quite well. I like it a lot. This came extremely sharp, as you just seen. Yeah, pocket clip is different than what they used to. They're starting to put these little bally dudes on there. Supposed to help you go in and out of your pocket easier. It does not do that for me. To me, it's harder to get into your pocket, but you know, that's what they want to do. Glass breaker on this one is very minimal, and I appreciate that quite a lot. I'm so glad they just minimized the to me, they could just take it off. If I want to break some glass, I'm going to pull my other EDC item and hit it with the butt of that to break glass. But, you know, in a pinch, this will work, and that's what, you know, they're on all of them. Anyway, button is very easy to engage. It is a little sharp on the X here, like they all are, but it gives you a good purchase to engage and disengage. The milling on this aluminum is, I could do without it. They do have a smooth side Cypher, the older ones. I don't know if they're going to do the same thing on these, but to me, this is the best Microtech out the front that I have handled, other than the Scarab, which are kind of hard to get and quite expensive. This one is expensive as well. It is $400, which to me is mind-blowing that it is cheaper than a Chinese-made folder of arguably better materials because of the titanium. This one's aluminum, but the reason, I don't have a reason. To me, this one's just grossly overpriced. Anyway, they do have this new crud cutter, these lines that are milled into the aluminum here. Supposed to help keep debris out of your button. That's a cool touch. Their new dual fuel system is actually really awesome. As far as being easy to engage and disengage, it is much easier than it used to be. So, I like it. If I have the opportunity to and the funds, one day I will probably own one of these because I really like this one. Out the front, folder, both from Microtech, both from different parts of the planet. Let me know in the comments what you think. That is probably all I got for you on this one, guys. Yeah. All right. Make sure you good to each other, love each other, and remember life is short, so there's absolutely no reason to be a dumb cunt. Later.